How's it going today, guys? Bringing you another video, starting it off other than my intro today. Going to be talking about how I own a Camaro at the age of 20 years old. So, I'm 20 years old. I just bought my Camaro 2 weeks ago. It happens to be the V6, not the V8. I chose the V6 because it was just within my price point. It's exactly what I needed to pay for it. I was looking to get a little bit extra, but nothing too crazy, so I was looking for a sports car. I was going between the Mustang, the Charger, Challenger, and Camaro. I'm in the state park right now in Moraine Hills, Illinois, so that's why you can see there was some guy working at the side of the road, so excuse the extra audio. But going back to my thoughts on the cars, I wanted to choose between those four because I was at a point in my life where I'm able to afford that now. My wife just got a second job, and she's actually leaving her first one. Today is her first day. I am part of management over at Ross, Dress for Less. So nothing glorious, but enough to pay the bills while I'm in college. And I decided she needs a car. I'll give her my old one, which was a 2012 Hyundai Sonata. That was financed, and I'm still making payment on it. So I thought, what better than to give it to her? So she has the Sonata, and she agreed that it would be okay if I got the Camaro. So that was key, number one in all of this. Finances didn't matter. If you don't get the wife's approval, it ain't happening. Bottom line. So we took her to the dealer, we did a test drive of the Camaro, then right after I took her out to lunch, buttered her up, and then asked if she was okay with the car. She said she loved it, thought it was gorgeous, and we can go ahead with the purchase. So, working on it, looking at the window sticker of this car, it is the 2016 Chevrolet Camaro 2LT. It was the only 2LT at the time of sale being sold within 500 miles of me with a bumper-to-bumper warranty. So, if any of you guys have seen Doug DeMuro and his infamous bumper-to-bumper warranty vehicles, I knew I needed that, and I also have it on the Sonata. So I went and purchased a little extra bumper-to-bumper coverage, so I actually have it for 5 years, 110,000 miles. Everything's fully covered under the bumper-to-bumper. Now the one thing is, you're thinking 5 years is nothing and they just shot up the miles to make it look nice. Last year alone, I drove 19,000 miles in my Sonata. So I need this extra warranty, and it's actually a really good deal. I only paid an extra $1,100 for the car. So originally they were asking $24,000 out the door for this car before tax, title, license. I went through State Farm, which is my insurer currently for the Sonata, and they actually do car loans. So going through them, they got me approved for $30,000 on a loan, with my credit score being 730 through FICO, so the exact score I actually didn't look at from what they ran. And using that, they went off my income, my debt to income ratio, which all I have on there is the Sonata and one student loan at my college. So my debt to income ratio was really, really good. So going off of that, along with my wife co-signing, I was approved for $30,000 at a 5% APR rate, which was really good for me, and I was expecting way higher, and I budgeted for way higher. So with that in mind, I went to the dealer, told him I had a cash in hand offer with a check written out from State Farm, so it's same as cash. And with tax, title, license, dock fee, bumper-to-bumper fee, and an additional $1,000 appearance fee to get my fenders guarded and my mud flaps and clear bra on my trim and the front bumper, it was going to be, give or take, $29,000 out the door. I negotiated down to $27,000 flat out the door before putting any money down, because that was through State Farm. So I put money down with State Farm. All of that was determined beforehand. So to the dealer, it was just $27,000 flat. So I went, I picked it up, bought the car. I've loved it ever since. It has a really good raspy note to it when you're flooring it past like 3,000, 4,000 RPM. You get a good crackle and pop from the exhaust. And from that, it's quick. It really is. 5.10 to 60. The V8 has a 4.10 to 60 time, but for what I need, it was perfect. The gas mileage I get on this is about 30 miles per gallon. I travel mostly on the highway, so that's where almost all of my miles come from. So that's from kind of hyper-miling it, so to speak, and making sure my shifts are good. Still flooring it at about every single stop sign, but just enough to have some fun, but I also get good mileage. In the city, I'm getting about 25, which is respectable for how I drive it. I would highly recommend, no matter what you do, if you're able to, always go for a used car. Go for certified pre-owned, get the bumper-to-bumper warranty, you have the peace of mind. Sorry for the wind noise, guys. I'll pull up the windows, but just so you can get a little clip of the car. That was up to 55, because that is the speed limit here, of course, so we gotta follow it to a T. But I would always go for certified pre-owned. The window sticker on this car 2 years ago, $37,000 in some odd change. Like I said, I ended up paying $27,000 with tax, title, license, doc fee. So give or take, I paid $23,000, $24,000 for the car. It is so worth it. My payments each month come out to be around $410, $420. My first month right now is just kind of weird because they had to prorate it, so I don't know the exact amount. I just don't remember. I have the paperwork at home. The insurance is $170 a month. This is for full coverage. It has bodily injury, it has pets, it has additional auto coverage, it has everything that's needed to where if I mess up, I'm covered and I'm not going to get sued because my insurance covers it all. That was my thought behind it. My premiums, I believe, are $500 because I know I'm a good driver, but accidents happen, and I just figured this would be kind of the best safe route to go while I'm in college. Once I'm out of college, I'll probably like raise the premiums, pay even less a month because I'm not too worried about it. But in case something happened, I wanted to make sure I can produce $500 in the event of a crash. With that being said, I would always try and recommend bundling every auto thing you can do. So I bundled my insurance with State Farm. I have my wife on the Sonata. I have good grades at school, so I get the good driver discount, which I would recommend for anyone in high school or college. It's the greatest discount ever. It saves you around $40 a month, depending, of course. There's my radar, sorry about that. Depending, of course, who you are, what you're driving, what's your history like, and everything like that. With all that total, my wife pays $160 on the Sonata because she's a new driver. So I only paid $10 a month to do it more. As a male, 20 years old, driving a sports car, give or take. I know, sports car, pony car, muscle car, there's the whole debate. The way this thing drives, I'd classify it as a sports car. That's just how it is. I know it's a V6, and some of you guys are going to tell me, no matter what, it's not either of those because it's not a V8. But this is exactly what I need. I need the automatic, the V6 for the good gas mileage. Like right now, it is in the active cylinder. So right now, I'm getting about 32 miles per gallon, and it's turned into a V4 to save on gas, which I think is the best thing ever, and it's exactly what I need, because the instant you floor it, it goes back to a V6, and it's all the power you're ever going to need. So there's zero things to complain about. It's exactly what I needed. So this video is kind of longer, guys. A little more drawn out of what my car is, what I bought, how much I paid for it, and everything like that. If you guys have questions down below, comment. I will more than definitely reply to every single comment. And let me see some suggestions for the next video. If you want to talk about some buying tips to what to do at the dealership to try and get the best deal, how to bundle your insurance and try and get the most deals you can out of it. Is insurance even negotiable? Do you want me to talk about my wife, how we met, how everything's going with us, my car, the other Sonata? I can talk about that. So let me know, guys. I'm tailoring this whole channel around everything with you guys. So just let me know what you want to see. If you want to see reviews on my radar and why it's going off basically in every video, let me know. Thank you guys again, and I hope to see you in the next one.